Hey boat friends, how are you? I wanted to bring you on a unique tour this morning. I'm standing on frozen Lake Superior, and this is going to give you a great view of the Duluth Harbor Basin, Superior Bay, and just everything that we look at with the ships and the maritime industry here in Duluth Superior. So, current temperature 16 degrees, and believe me, I'm a happy camper. It is, with the wind chill factored in, 6 above zero. So anything above zero, that's a good thing, right? Where I'm at right now is really dead center between the Superior entry and the Duluth entry as well. So let me start out with the Duluth entry so all of us can get our bearings of where I'm actually standing. So that's what you have in the distance. That's the Duluth hillside. Right in this direction over here, you have the end of Park Point right there, and then the Duluth lift bridge would be right behind. When we see the ships that are coming inbound into Duluth, they make their way this way, and a lot of them that go to BN Dock are going right over here, straight ahead there. That is the Blotnick Bridge. I know we've talked about that quite a few times, but very few times will I ever be able to stand in the middle of the lake here showing you what's going on. So that's the Blotnick Bridge, and on the other side over there, that is the St. Louis Bay. To the right of that main bridge there, the Blotnick, you see there's a smaller structure, a smaller bridge that's almost just above the water. That was the old bridge. That was actually, you can look it up on Google. There was an accident where that bridge would connect to the other side from Duluth to Superior. And let me point that out too. On the right side over here, that is Duluth. On the left side, on the other side of the bridge, that is Superior, Wisconsin. So that's what they refer to as the twin ports. Yeah, it does freeze up. Chuck provided me with a link that shows total ice coverage, and Lake Superior right now is about just under 10% ice coverage with the whole lake where I'm at exactly. So even though I'm on Lake Superior, this is technically the Superior Bay that I'm standing on. You have the Duluth Harbor Basin, which is on that side over here. And I'm going to point some things out here. I'm going to point out the different elevators. We're going to look down at the American Spirit and just give you a feel for what's going on. I mean, how often can I get out here on the ice and actually show you what's going on? So going back here to the Blotnick Bridge, let's go check that out again. So on the Superior side, let's go over here. This right here, this terminal, this is the Gavlin terminal. This is Gavlin Grain. Right over here, you'll probably remember just about a week or so ago, I was over there. That's Lafarge. That's the cement terminal right here. And then you can see the JAW Engelhart or Eigelhart. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Remember, I'm in the middle of a frozen lake right now, so I don't know as far as network connectivity, how that's going. Hopefully it's okay. But again, don't worry about me. It's 16 degrees, 6 above zero. This is awesome out here doing this. And in the distance, what you're seeing on the lake there, these are ice shelters. You see the people that are ice fishing out here. So believe me, I've been watching them, making sure everything is good, and did a lot of research, and I'm good to go out here. But those people are ice fishing right now, having a good time. It's a Sunday. Believe me, they're feeling good just like I am. Anything above zero, we're good. But look at this beautiful day. We've got the sun out, really picturesque. I mean, I'm standing right on Lake Superior, right in the middle. And let me show you the distance where I'm at. So over on this side, this is Park Point. This is that island that initially was a land, it was a point going all the way down, and now it's an island because they dredged the canal to make way for the lift bridge and the ships passing. So now this is an island. This is the Duluth side. And from this side over here to the other side where we are looking, over on the Superior side, it's just under 9/10 of a mile, so essentially a mile across. But you have people that have these ice shelters. Take a look at this. I mean, they're all over. And you can see in the distance, I see some ships. We're going to talk about those, the Ryerson, the Jugurtha. But just Superior with me. Wind is very light. So we talked about the ship here that we saw on a video. And if you haven't seen that video, go take a look at that. That was posted a few weeks ago, right at the Lafarge Cement Terminal, but that gives you a better view of that. And let's go over to Fraser Shipyards. And we get to see a couple old friends. Try to keep it as steady as I can here. You can see on the left side of the screen there, you can see the pilot house of the Ryerson. So that's the Ryerson right here. And to the right of that, if you can make that out, so you can see the pilot house on the left side. That's the bow, and then you can see the stern of the Ryerson. And just behind that to the right, you got the Lee Jugurtha that went to winter layup. You also have the American Mariner that we can't really see because she's behind a terminal there. And also, if we look straight on in the center part of the screen, you can see behind that ice shelter right there. I'll try to get in the middle. Behind that ice shelter, those are two tugs. The front one that you see is the Helen H, and right behind that is the Edward H, just to the right of that Gavilan Terminal facility. But that's where Fraser Shipyards is. So you see the Blotnick Bridge now, and then right on the other side, that's where Fraser Shipyards is located. And going further down, what you have over here, so to the left, further down from the JAW, you have Barker's Island. That's on the Superior side. And I did a video of the SS Meteor. That's a ship that they have down there that you can take a tour. And if you remember when we went down to check out the American Spirit, you look straight down there, you can actually make out the American Spirit. You can see the pilot house and the stern of that vessel to the left of the Elevator M terminal. See people out there on the ice right now fishing. Superior entry is down there. And where we get our weather, you'll hear Sky Harbor. Sky Harbor Airport is just a small little airport that's just down at the very end of Park Point, and that's where it's at. At night, you can actually see the lights illuminated pretty well. If you look at Park Point, that right there, that large building in the middle, that is the Duluth Rowing Club. That's their building. Looks pretty official, but it's I guess it is pretty official. But just a beautiful day, very light wind. And I just wanted to give you a unique perspective of the harbor and everything else going on. Let's take a better look at Duluth while we're out here, right? You know, I never did no ice fishing here on the lake, so I've done some ice fishing before. It's kind of crazy. If you've never done it before, when you're laying there at night, you can actually hear the freezing and refreezing below you, so kind of takes you back a little bit. But there's Duluth on this beautiful morning. It's a little brisk, but light wind, and just pretty excited to come out and show you a different view of Duluth. Show you down here at some of the footing that I have. You got the lake. There's a rule of thumb. Gray ice is a good thing, clear ice is a bad thing. So if you are not exposed to ice too often, you really got to visually look at that ice. Remember, gray ice, that's good. There's density. Clear ice, that's not a good thing. So never forget that. But it's pretty fun being out here, just thinking, you know, the ships that go through. And let me give you a better look at the channels. So some of these ships will go between Duluth. Maybe they're set to go to a terminal in Superior, and they come into Duluth for whatever reason. Well, they have to take a channel all the way down. So as I mentioned, the Duluth lift bridge is right down in this direction. As they come in, They will bypass going under the Blotnick Bridge, which is right there in the center of the screen, and they take it all the way down here. They keep going. So basically where the channel is, where they've dredged it out, it's very shallow. Even where I'm at here, it's probably around 10 feet, not too bad. But if you see where that ice shelter is right there ahead of us, straight ahead, I would say maybe 50 yards to 150 yards towards us. That's where the channel gets it's dredged, and the ships will go all the way down in this direction. When I see the spar, the Coast Guard spar, when that vessel is breaking ice, they take that all the way down, and you can see down even by elevator M, where you can see the American Spirit. And that's another question, with the American Spirit, what are they going to do with that engine? I think a lot of people were commenting, are they going to fix it? Well, she's there. I'm not sure. I don't know if they're even set up to do any type of mechanical work like that. I think that's probably just a layup position, but you think they would work on that in the off season, so then they're ready to go. Think time is money. If you're delaying, waiting to fix the vessel when the season starts, you're probably going to miss out on some loads. So I'm not too sure. I think if anybody can comment, or if they have any information about that, that'd be pretty cool. But again, just a unique view I wanted to show you. Frozen Lake Superior, and just a different view. So there you go. You have Superior, Wisconsin, the Superior entry down that way. Remember, you have Park Point, that's the Duluth side. That's essentially an island that you're looking at right there. Duluth Lift Bridge would be down in that direction. Then you have the Duluth hillside. And those are the terminals over here. So another thing to point out too, once in a while you will hear Rice's Point. Rice's Point is right over here. That's on that side of the Blotnick Bridge. But take a look at this. We're together standing here on frozen Lake Superior. Light wind too. So here you go. Now this will give you some geographic references in the future when you see the ships coming in, either on the Duluth entry or via the Superior entry. You kind of know where they're going, a little bit of the landmarks. At that time when they come in, don't worry, those ice shelters and those people fishing, that'll be gone. But anyway, you have a great rest of your weekend. Use this as a reference point in the future. And here we are, frozen Lake Superior on an early February morning. So take care. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe. Look to the other live streams I'm going to be doing with the ships here in the future. Got other cool videos, but